Hello, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Let me go ahead and get this light on. There we go. And clean off the thing, and then switch it on over for you. Sorry for being away from the stream for so long, man. Like, I guess it was just the weekend, but, you know, not streaming most of last week as well is part of that. But yeah. Feed us. I don't have food to give you. So there's that. I got my hair cut and he forgot to put gel in it, so I tried to put some in, but my hair wasn't wet, so now it just looks weird. But it's better than it was. It actually looks like I've got a haircut rather than just like, you know. He always does he does a good job, but he tries to, he's very proper, he's very exact about the way he does it, you know. He did the little pop to make sure my shirt was like on right. He you know, it was like getting fitted for a suit, you know, a suit for church specifically, because he likes to slick my hair back like I'm like when I go, yeah, I just put a little gel in it. I even though I show him my driver's license, which has like, you know, how I like my hair, he likes to make me church appropriate or whatever, and it's like, bro, that is not the look I'm going for, you know. Like somewhere between like good kid goes to church and like mafioso, like the like where the Venn diagram of those two aesthetics meet is the look he tries to give me, and I'm like, that's not what I'm going for, man. My computer was chunking along, so I had to restart. I don't know what was going on with it, but yeah. The line between good church kid and mafioso, I think the Venn diagram is not a circle there. I think that there's probably, yeah, no. But yeah, I promised you guys that we'd do World of Horror today. I did want to look around at some other stuff and just kind of, I don't know, I've had a bunch of coffee today, but I still feel like I'm dead, you know? Hey, Royal Rose, how you doing? Everyone I've known who went to church was in the mob. Man, you went to a different church. But yeah, what was I gonna check? Oh, I wonder if Carbon or what is it? Critivo has responded back. No? Yeah, they're kind of just letting that one go. All right. We have questions about your computer and how you treat it. Good, because someone needs to be looking out for it, honestly. Like, I don't remember the last time I cleaned it out. I do, actually. It was the last time you guys bullied me into doing it. A couple years ago. So there's that. But it's liquid cool, so... what was I going to check? Oh, the Battle Force boxes are out. Do it live. That feels like open heart surgery. Do you ever restart it? Yes. I shut it down last night, left it off all night, and then opened it up today, and then it wasn't working quite right, so I restarted it before stream. Do I ever update my drivers? When a game barks at me to do so, yeah. Do you back up or disk cleanup? I mean, it's solid state drives, so I can't defraggle it. But aside from that, my backing up is my YouTube channels, pretty much. Do you update your operating system? Sometimes. Listen, I was cleaning my desktop actually while you guys while we were doing stuff. I switched out my desktop so that way I can show my desktop earlier in videos. This does not have any curse words, so like YouTube's not gonna get mad at me. I'll probably change it out because it's fairly low, like JPEG quality. But you know, like I clean my desktop. You know, like look, that goes in the trash because I'm done with it. Yeah, it's a very crusty image, isn't it? I just saw it. I think it was on Tumblr, and I was like, man, that's a banger image. Can you try Space Station 13? I sent you an email back, my dude. The main issue with Space Station 13 is there's a lot of stream sniping. It is a very fun game, though. I highly recommend it to anyone who like can be bothered to spend the time with it. I know it's kind of a bitch to set up, but man, it is a good fucking game. It's kind of a unique experience in that it's sort of like Amogus, but also sort of like Dwarf Fortress, which makes it prime for like some real bad like trolling on because I have streamed it before, and people just do the thing they normally do where they just show up and try and mess with the streamer because they want to be on stream. So, but yeah, the Battle Force boxes came out today. Was it Games Workshop? Huh? I need to find what the actual, is it just called Warhammer? Warhammer Official, yeah, there it is. So they released what the new battle boxes are going to be. So every year around Christmas time, they make a battle box of like a handful of factions, and this is usually the cheapest price that you can get any of these models at, usually at a small discount. I probably should go back and see how much were they? How much are the Battle Force boxes 2022? So this is from Spiky Bits, so there's that. 210. Here we have handful of dice doing like last year's stuff. No orcs, no chaos, like regular CSM. Let's see. Yeah, usually it's a pretty significant discount. 320. What's the cost on it? Do they have the price? They're saving like $100-something. Yeah, this is the value is what they're doing, is like you can buy Trajan Valoris, this guy. You can buy the jet bikes, these things. You can buy the custodians, which are these guys, and then the guardsmen, which is everything else. You could buy those individually, add that price up, and it would cost you, you know, however much money. But if you buy it, then it would be, you know, a $117 savings by buying it through the Battle Force. So I think we can kind of assume that these are going to be about the same price at around like 200 or so. And it should be like a $100 or so discount. I mean, these are only ever worth it if, so they came out at $210 last year. And had an approximate value of around 300 something. So it was about like a 30% discount. But again, these are only worth it if you actually want all of the stuff here. Winged Hive Tyrant, good. I think this is the Norn Emissary. I haven't seen what he does, so I have no idea if he's any good. You got Gene Stealers, and I don't know my Tyranids well enough, but the little guys, and it's the new little guys, which I believe are monopose, and they look really nice. I think you could probably get the old ones on like the cheap. It also looks like you've got some Ripper Swarms in the back, and those are always good to have. So this looks like a lot of stuff. I would say that you probably do want pretty much all of these things in a competitive list. Not sure about the Norn Emissary. I do really like the Horde thing. There's like a detachment that Tyranids can do that's very Horde based. And if you have the balls and the money to run all of the little fellas, then you're doing great. Here we have the World Eaters one. It comes with, what, 1 box of 8 bounds, 1 box of Corn Berserkers and Angron. I don't know how Berserkers are doing right now. I mean, they're your only battle. Your stream does not have a category. I don't know why it does this. Thank you for letting me know. I tried to put just chatting in. I think most competitive lists are running 8 bounds. I think they're also running some like Berserkers, but I think it's because they're like better than Jackals essentially. And then Angron I think is in some lists, so this is pretty good if you want Angron. Angron I think himself is like what, 190? $170. Yeah, 170. So if this is about the same price as last time and you don't already have Angron, then and you want anything else in this box, you're probably getting a decent discount. What is 170 minus 210? 40. I think either of these boxes is probably more than 40 bucks. And I think you only get 3 in an 8-bound box. So essentially, I would only get this if you don't have Angron already. If you already have Angron, most of the box's value is just Angron. Make up a guy that just makes solid gold Warhammer models. I knew a guy who was like formerly a blacksmith, and he had a gold army. He made it out of gold. I think it was gold plated, and none of it was painted. But, you know, like everyone kind of let go of the 3-color rule because it was real gold he was playing with. I think he played Custodes, which would make sense. Again, I don't know AdMech all that well, but it looks like a few guard squads and then 2 Rogel Dorn tanks. And then you have like a command squad. I mean, sure. What's the 3-color rule? So Warhammer has like a painting rule. Nice. That you have to paint your models at least 3 different colors. So like the tread color, this dark green, and then like, I don't know, the skin tone of this dude or that dude. Like that would count, right? This banner probably has 3 colors in of itself. Like it's a fairly low bar, but a lot of people don't make that bar. And it's usually used as a way to prevent people from meta chasing, and just it's nicer when shit's painted, you know. Votan, you got Santa and his little helpers. You got the Terminator equivalents. I mean, if you are playing Votan, this is a solid build because these are pretty much. You'd probably buy 2 of these and have like a full army. Like that's pretty good. If you want that, because you do want the land fortress, you do want whatever the fuck this thing's called, and then the Terminators are probably your best unit. Votan just suck ass right now, so it's kind of hard to like value this. Orcs, I play orcs. So this one is 1 squad of Beast Snagga Boys, 1 squad of Squighog Riders with the knob, Mozrog, a Pain Boss, and a Kill Rig. The Kill Rig and the Pain Boss are the only things not being currently run competitively right now, and like the Pain Boss is sort of a sometimes thing, you know. Yeah, Squigs are in 40k, but they're not as common. Oh hey, thank you for the gift sub, Sheep Sauce. I think that there's an argument to throw a Pain Boss in, and I try and fit into my lists, but not that hard because I don't actually own them. How much are these boxes? We don't know yet. I strongly suspect that they're going to be around 210. And I believe the Kill Tank or Kill Rig is, again, probably taking up most of the value of this box. 140 for it. And then Mozrog is 60. So, like, you're mostly paying for the Kill Rig, There's gonna be a discount here. A lot of people are gonna probably pick this up just because it has Malzrog, because this guy is like really fucking hard to get your hands on right now. I have one. Sucked my nuts. So I don't need another, but it can also be built as a regular beast boss. So this is like, I was gonna recommend it, but knowing that the kill rig is like a majority of the thing, I don't know, man. Yeah, because I don't really need any more boys. Yeah, I mean, orc designs are especially insane. Like, they're meant to be. But if you're considering playing orcs, this is not a bad start. I'm just a little concerned about the viability of the kill rig. Because the kill rig is like, it's good. I like it. The lava is good. The whir tower is good. It is like a I think they're 200 points right now, and it's essentially like a battle wagon that has less transport. And a battle wagon is usually just an overcosted version of a truck, which is just considered the competitive thing to do. So it's like you're buying a more expensive version of the more expensive thing that people don't use. And that's kind of rough, you know? I do suspect that we'll probably have a beast snag at detachment. It'll probably be like the snake bites equivalent one, and it'll probably be fairly good. But yeah, with seeing how much that the kill rig is going to be taking up in the value error box, but it is a better start than I think the combat patrol for orcs. Combat patrol for orcs has a lot of shit that you just don't care about, and it doesn't actually synergize with itself. This all synergizes like fairly well. And I think a pain boss is like a flex choice if you have one. I don't, and so I don't use him. But if you've got like Mazrog and you're using like the bootleg Mazrog, you could do that. But I think you probably want to run like Mazrog and the bootleg Mazrog with the what is it called? The super cyborg body. If you want to have a pain boss to just like pat them on the back when they get beat up too much. Generally speaking, Mazrog goes down on, for me, on like turn 3 or 4, if he goes down at all. I don't think that you need the pain boss, but he is nice. And then I've been not running the knob on Smash a Squig just because I don't really like the extra. What's the most fuckable Warhammer? Do you mean like which one would you like if it was a real creature? Would you want to fuck it, or do you mean which one would be the best sex toy? Because there's two different answers to that. Which figure is the most fuckable one? Sure, let me go and stop what I'm talking about and find something else to talk about. How about the new Fulgrim? Is he fuckable? They did a great job painting this guy. Okay, well, that's an option. As for most, like, fuckable as a thing you could actually fuck, like this You take off like the Volkite sponsons, like you could probably shove this up your ass. I don't think it would be a pleasurable experience. I think it's resin too. But you could shove this up your ass, I guess. I mean, I don't know really what you... I don't actually know how this all connects together to know... Yeah, it doesn't really show. There's no base, that shit's getting lost in your colon. Yeah, yeah, okay. And then the last of the battle forces, okay, they've got the Sigmar ones. I'm curious about this one. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I think if I was gonna do CSM bikes, I might do these horsey fellas or the Space Marine ones. I don't think we've seen this. Well, okay, I have not looked at Space Marines all that much. So I don't know how good they are. I did play a Blood Angels player the other day, and his Death Company was good. I'm sure you could run these as like Death Company or something. Though I don't know if Blood Angels are the way to go right now. I think that's the new like jump pack captain. I mean, this looks fine. It is mono pose because here's dude with red helmet, which is the sergeant, and he's got the exact same pose in all of these. They look like they switched out. No, it's the same head on all three of these as well. Jesus fuck. I mean, like it's three of the same jump pack intercessor box. The ATV that is not a vehicle, I found out when I was playing someone the other day. I was like, all right, I got anti-vehicle 4-up or whatever, and he's like, yeah, but it's not a vehicle. And I'm like, the ATV is not a vehicle? And he's like, yeah, it's mounted, not vehicle. I'm like, okay, great. What do you mean it's not a vehicle? It could either be a bike, which is not considered a vehicle, that's counted as mounted, similar to any cavalry. So like the squig boys here are mounted. So like, yeah, bikes are technically a vehicle, but they're counted as mounted. Their definition of what a vehicle is very I mean, okay, so like mounted also has to do with like cavalry, right? So like these squig boys and the knob on Smash a Squig, they're mounted, not vehicles. That checks out. But Mozrog is not mounted. He's a monster. But then, like, the ATV is not a vehicle. When they say vehicle, so the way Warhammer works is there are keywords, right? And so like certain effects only work on certain things. So like jump pack infantry have fly, so that helps. That gives you a whole bunch of abilities that are associated with the fly keyword that allows you to just do like movement that you would expect of being able to fly. We're not going to talk about 10th edition's fly rules right now, but also gives you the keyword fly. So if you have a gun that shoots down like flyers, like a flat cannon of some sort or something, then it would be more effective on these guys than if they didn't have jump packs and didn't have fly. So like when we hear like vehicle, that means like a separate thing than mounted, because there are separate rule sets for mounted versus vehicle. I think that the ATV, the all-terrain vehicle, should be considered a vehicle by virtue of the fact that it is a fucking vehicle, but it's considered mounted for the sake of Warhammer, which don't fucking get, but it is like a rules balance thing over like something that makes sense. This would be great if you're going to do like any sort of like assault intercessor thing. And it's, I think, the first way you can get these guys. I haven't looked at the Space Marine book enough to know what the fuck this actually does. So I don't know. I would say if you're wanting to go 100% GW plastic, you could do any of these and it would be a choice. If you fill a horse corpse with robotics, is it a mount or a vehicle? That is a mount, as far as GW is concerned. Yes, I know all of this is stupid as shit, but it's just like, it's a rules thing, because mounted stuff has special exceptions and rules that it can do. Vehicles have special rules and stuff that it can do. If you fill a robot with a horse corpse, why would you do that? So, like, yeah, these are good deals, question mark. I mean, you know, it's still GW prices, which is ridiculous, and buying a resin printer would be cheaper, but if you want to stick to just 100% GW plastic, this is fine. But I would say that, like, you need to figure out what that big centerpiece model is and see if you want that. Like, seriously, just go through the list and see how much of this you want, because if it's not at least the values of the box, then there's no point in doing it. Like, if you're not buying this so you can get the kill rig in addition to Mazrog, those are the two most expensive things in this box. So, like, they should be the things that you're buying this box for. Similar to this one, you probably want the tanks. Like, how much is a Rogaldorn? So these in themselves are $200 for the two of them, right? And they are a solid thing to build. So, like, assuming any of these infantry squads are of value to you as well, it is cheaper to buy this kit. But yeah, and again, the only reason to buy this one is if you need Angron, because Angron is taking up like almost 100% of the value of this box, and the rest of it is good stuff that you want. But I don't know how Angron's doing competitively right now. He used to be just ridiculous. I don't know if the new index is fucked with him any. Votan are just ass right now, so you might as well have a decent size hobby project to work on. But yeah, I don't know about these, man. I was kind of hyped when I first saw this, but why is Warhammer so expensive? Because GW makes it so. Like, because capitalism? Yeah, capitalism's the reason. Yeah, GW is the only one making the official models for the official tournaments. So they have a complete monopoly on what is allowed at official tournaments. So that means that you can't use your gear guts, which I'm not the biggest fan of Gear Guts' work. Like, his faces, I just don't care for them. They look a little too Saturday morning for me. But you could easily go and get need like a Primal Bruiser. Sure, these are all the guys that would be in there. So you've got like mini tanks. So I guess yeah. So this is an alternative to the kill rig. I don't like the way this one looks. These are third-party mods, or, you know, third-party kits made by a guy who just likes making them. Positive vibes only. For $1,000, I play 1 hour of Alan Wake. Jesus. There's a lot of different people who make alternatives to GW models. And I've bought a few of them. RTLW does them. I really like this guy's work. This is a lot better. What's on sale? Yeah, that's always good. Old but gold. What does that mean? I mean, yeah, these are solid kits. I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. What is this? I guess this is supposed to be like Dark Mechanicus. It's cool looking. These are usually you are buying the model rather than the STL. This website I think does sell STLs as well, and it's obviously cheaper. RTLW does good boutique minis. Yeah, a lot of this seems fair in comparison to what GW charges. Like, let's see. You get, and sometimes they'll like actually make models for characters that don't exist anymore. Vroom Vroom Mega Brigade bundle. All right, what's in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikers plus the war boss on bike. Oh no. So that's 12 bikers and then Death Killer Wartrike, I guess. Did you see Bandai's NFT metaverse thing that leaked all their Gundams and all the STLs for them? Yes. I mean, like, more tempted to buy something like this than I am the new Squig boss or Squig bundle that they've got here. Because I mean, the official kits for the bikes I don't really care for. I love that they're all doing wheelies. So what's the deal on this? Is that supposed to be a biker boss, or what do you calling that fellow? You wouldn't download a Gundam. I fucking would. I'm actually way more tempted to buy this than whatever the fuck GW just put out. And like, these are so much more expressive than what you can get through GW. And especially if you've already bought the GW kit once, it kind of just is like, fuck, do I really want to buy another of that? I don't know. Charity incentive. For every $25, Rev has to merc 1 unit in their Warhammer 40k game to increase unit morale. Is kit bashing even possible at all at official GW tournaments? I forget what the rule is, but generally speaking, they prefer it to be like 90% GW plastic or resin. So like buying a whole kit like this one would not be acceptable. You know what you can fucking do though? Not go to official GW tournaments and go to like ITC stuff, like the independent tournament, and just not fucking deal with this at all. Because I have like commandos from RTLW and they look great. It was before there were like, what is it? Games Workshop old commandos. So the new commandos look great, don't get me wrong. But before they came out, there were the old commandos, which were these guys. And like, this is unfortunately, it's what's it called? Finecast, where you actually have to pay. And Finecast is just a shit thing to have to build. And I wouldn't force that on my worst enemy. I fucking hate Finecast. So given the choice between spending money on this kit or 2 of this kit or 1 Artel W kit, I chose the Artel W kit because it was just a better deal. Finecast. So when GW was making the conversion from going metal kits to plastic and resin kits, they just used the metal kit mold to make plastic ones, which meant that there was a whole lot of like injection ports that were not necessary. And knob with log banner. There we are. This is one. This is a Finecast model. So this used to be a metal model you could buy, but now it's a plastic model you can buy. Let's see if we can see the sprue. No, okay. Knob with wah banner. Sprue. I just want to look at the sprue. Yeah, look at this godforsaken sprue. Like, this sprue has an extreme hatred of life. Like, look at what is going on. Why are there so many ports going in on it? Like, this line from, like, the top of the gun, from the outside edge, does not need to exist. Yeah, what fucking cape is there? There is no cape. That's not a cape. Those are injection lines. Again. So you have to trim out all of these little bits and hope that you didn't leave any. Look at this going into his hand. That looks like it's a mince print. This is how they used to look. And everyone just lovingly calls Finecast Failcast because it just sucks to deal with. Like, legitimately, if I see that it's Finecast, it completely makes me lose my boner. So this kit had similar issues going on with it. And I just wasn't about that. So I went and I just bought the Artel W one instead. Can I just do a search? Do I have to spell it right? Command? No. Orc? There it is. And this kit, I think they went up in price on. But yeah, this kit is just a better looking kit than the old kit. You know, and it's not fucking, it's not Finecast either. So I got that just because it looked better. I might peek through some of their stuff here in a bit and see what's available as far as that goes. But yeah, no, GW's just, I mean, Warhammer's an expensive holiday, or I mean hobby. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying any of these because I just realized how much of the kit is stuff that I don't care about. Because I think just want Mazrog. Like, I'd take a second Squig Boss, but I wouldn't buy the rest of this. You can also just go on, like, I don't know. Let's say I want, like, kill rig. Like, here's one. You can just fucking buy one that someone's already painted. This one is 6318. It's already painted. The paint job's like not awful. I don't like the pink squig. I think that looks bad. But like, you know, yeah. I'm kind of concerned about fumes from 3D printers. I don't really have space for that. We gotta find the most cursed. You want to know how you find cursed shit on eBay? Pro painted Warhammer. This is pro painted. I'm confused on whether or not I actually primed some of this. It's not the worst one I've seen. Pro painted white scars. Looks a little chunky. Not sure about that, but it's only $1.25 because no one's bidding on it. Is this 3 models? Okay. Like some of the, like pro painted is just anyone can say their shit's pro painted, regardless of whether or not it should be or not. And these prices are ridiculous. Like 103 for an Evasaur Assassin. Like absolutely fucking not. It's not a bad paint job. Does Warhammer have any alternative game modes? It's got Combat Patrol. And it's got like Kill Team. And that's pretty much it. I want to find like the most cursed pro painted. Wow. $55 for one Sister of Battle? I want to see her face. I mean, she doesn't look bad. It's a well-painted model, but like, again, this is one sister. Like a squad would be like 10 of them for about $50. You'd have to paint it yourself, but okay. These are fucking ridiculous. Some of these actually look good. Some of them don't. Some of them do not have like a decent paint job. Your basing game is weak, and I speak for myself, having a weak ass painting game as myself. Is this the whole thing? You want $8,000. Pro painted in the USA. Oh, okay. Can we see it? It's not pro painted. It's just not badly painted. Pro painted in USA. Okay. The blue looks a little blobby. Yeah. I mean, like, you can look at his shoulder, his right, well, I guess his left, our right shoulder pad. Like, it looks very splotchy, doesn't it? There's no, like, well, there is some edge highlight. Look at his face. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. And he's a whole ass firstborn army, which is neat if you wanted that, but you don't, probably. I think you could probably buy pro painted, but you can't even get your fucking lines straight. Look at the right side of the Ultramarine symbol there. Come on, man. I've definitely seen worse painted models, but my God, that tank is so chunky. Fuck off. $8,000 for this. Oh my God. Thin your fucking paints. This is not pro painted. The barrels aren't even drilled out on app this shit. Look at that. The fucking last cannon's on the top there. Like, they should be drilled out. You did it on that one. Not the right size, but you did it. So why didn't you do it on this one? This dude has huge I'm quitting the hobby vibes. 100%. That's what's going on here. That this person is quitting the hobby. They're upset that their firstborns no longer have rules. Instead of just playing them as Primaris Marines, what have you done to this Vindicator? That's not a Vindicator, is it? What is that? A laser destructor tank? Fucking hell. $8,000 for this. No. The Stompa? Orc Stompa. I'm sure we can find some great Stompas. So first up, you can buy a Stompa on GW's website for $140. So before I look at any of these, just keep in mind, you could just buy a Stompa for $140. You can buy this one that is pro-painted. Are we back? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. I think Twitch is having some troubles. I was looking through some of these while I was waiting. There's some okay stuff in here. I mean, like, fuck off with this. Like, this is not a bad paint job, but are we dead again? No, okay. I mean, this is like an okay paint job, don't get me wrong. It does look like rusted steel, but I'm not going to pay $500 for this. Yeah, World of Horror, I think, is what we're going to go to next. And, like, I would love it if these were, like, closer to that, like, what is it, 170 mark? Like, maybe, like, 200 for a fully painted, assembled army. But I mean, that's not even... It's a Land Raider. No one wants your custom Stompa. Like, just no one wants this, man. Oh, this is the full lot for $450. Man, you could do that. Temu/AliExpress. I think I've looked on AliExpress before for Warhammer stuff, and there's lots of bootlegs. Yeah, so these are was it Toy Joy came out with a line of like action figures. And they're fine. It's just like if you want another one. This isn't Warhammer. This is like Pathfinder. I mean, yeah, if you want those that exist here. I don't know what Timu is. I think it's like another slide to complete the, I mean, it goes there. Okay. I've seen these. Let's try Orc 40k. Work shoes. Okay. A paint holder. Yeah? What? Yeah, I mean, this is very like you could. I've seen a lot of these Lego guys. Like the Warhammer Lego guys. But it's a novelty. Toilet Man, scroll up. You mean him? Lego Skibbity Toilet. Oh my god, there is Lego Skibbity Toilet. He has 2 plungers. I have not looked into Skibbity Toilet. I was kind of thinking that, you know, I mean, listen, let's go do World of Horror. It's enthralling. What the fuck is this? What? Why does he have a flamethrower backpack that's a fucking machine gun? What weapon is that supposed to be? Like, why is the bipod down if he's hip firing? Because it's... What in the fuck are they doing here? Like, it's like somewhere in between... It also almost looks like that it has like a right past the trigger guard. It's some sort of like pilot light container for the flame thrower. I don't. It's also all sorts of bent. Real wizard with SMG energy. That model I would love to own. Like this model fucking slaps. Because this isn't a real SMG to any degree, but holy shit, it fucking rules. Like it's supposed to be something fairly close to like what is that? Like the German grease gun? But it's like a wizard with submachine gun. The originals are super expensive. Yeah, because it's like a meme at this point. Fuck spells, I'm using a gun. Yeah, this definitely has the same energy. It's like an M1 Grand combined with like a LMG of some description with like a flamer backpack. I don't know what weapon they're pretending this guy has. The pistol is enthralling to me. It's so hard to see, but it's like it's got a compensator on it, but it. And then like the guy in the back is using like a QBC, I think. But again, it's a weird variant. And then the battle rifle this guy has. Yeah, it's some sort. This could be like a DMR. Sure. I don't know what this gun is supposed to be. They're in traditional Chinese army, or armor, so they're meant to look like the. They even mention it. They're supposed to look like the terracotta warriors. Sure. Oh, this is like fucking bizarre. I'm trying to remember what pistol that is. It's like it goes hard in a really shitty way. I mean, maybe these are real Chinese guns. I think that is a QBC. That has to be a QBC. Rifle. Helps if I spell rifle right. Not ABC, but QBC. No, don't correct it. QBC is a thing. Is it QBZ? It's QBZ. That's right. So this is like an old Chinese rifle. I'm fairly certain that's what he's supposed to be holding here. Is that QBZ? QBC is where French Canadians buy TV shit. Okay. So I just recognize that like weird bullpup configuration. And then so I bet you're right. That if the QBC is this one, right? Is that what that guy's got? I don't think so, because it doesn't have... The magazine is behind. QSZ 92. QSZ 92 pistol. Oh, yeah, okay. It looks really small, and it looks like they've got, like I said, like some sort of, like, compensator on it. But it could just be this part of the gun. Yeah, they could have done some, like, creative whatever. This sucks so hard, but it goes really hard. It's absolutely enthralling. I don't know who this is for. Is that guy... I think this guy's using a mortar, but he's in, like, a prayer position as well? What the fuck is this? What's the red? Yeah, what is the red thing here? Where's the red thing in a shot where it's a toilet? Where is the red thing in general? Is that a fucking dildo? What is that? $94? I just saw that. What the fuck? Wow. Yeah, took me a minute. $95. Didn't see that. These are third-party Transformers. This sucks, dude. What if you shit in a toilet and it turned into a samurai and kicked your ass? Why would you pay $95 for bootleg Transformers? I'm not looking at the one that turns into a urinal. That's awful, man. I still can't get over how shit that model is, but okay. Yeah, no, it's fair. Amazing wallpaper. All right. Well, I'm gonna go and take a quick piss, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do some World of Horror. That was wow. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Wow. Get some water, come right back.